Power Hour, another wonderful edition. Is it an edition or, yeah, I guess edition, and this is an addition to
an
the
aggressive edition today.
We all know who this is. Go ahead, just tell them who you are.
Hi,
Those people who don't. There's like 3 people who might not know who you are.
I'm that guy in that band that you might have heard about in Reno. Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Halford, your friendly metal maniac from Judas Priest.
We're going to talk. We're in a rehearsal space in Scarborough, heavy metal capital of Canada.
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Yeah.
And if you hear some outbursts and stuff, it's the guys who worked on their gear, and you've come away from the rehearsal to be with us. And we really thank you for doing that.
Can you smell me? I'm
Yes,
just so hot.
fine.
I've just come out from the room next door and we're doing this. It's great.
You smell like a soldering gun. So we've got you're here rehearsing, and you've been in town being Toronto for a couple of days.
It's been wonderful. I've been here for over a week now, Danny, and it's been fantastic because in the past, you know, with Priest and a lot of bands, you get a chance to come into a city, check out the hotel room, do the gig, and then leave. But this time I've been able to spend well over a week in Toronto, and I've had a great time checking the clubs and the people.
Just want to mention, you've been in the clubs.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Heaven. You got up and you got up there with Rick Emmett. I know you got up with Pantera. You got up with Striper.
With Striper.
You've been hanging out.
Striper.
You got up with Striper. You were hanging out and stuff. And like you said, you don't really get a chance to do that a lot.
No, you don't. Yeah, and so, I mean, I love to do that. I don't jam out with everybody, but especially when it's people that, you know, show you the respect and they recognise you and say, look, you guys were an influence on me and stuff, and that's the greatest compliment you can get paid in this business. So when Pantera did that to me, and then, you know, Striper, they both asked me to go and do something on stage, so I've had some fun at Rock and Roll Heaven.
This segues into a couple of the first videos we're going to see.
Ooh, we're going to have a dangerous start. We're going to kick off 0 to 60 in 0 seconds.
So there we go. So this is Pantera. You've turned into an instant fan of Pantera.
Yes.
So we're going to play their only video that we have.
But there'll be more, I guarantee it, yes.
And Suicidal Tendencies. You want to see them. Why do you want to see Suicidal?
Because, I mean, I'm just thrilled and excited and energized by all these powerful, new, angry bands, you know. It really gives me a kick, and that's the kind of stuff I'm into. When I check out these bands, either in concert or coming out the speakers, I like to feel something punching me in the face, and these guys do it. So we've got Suicidal Tendencies. What's the song called, Danny? Refresh my memory. Don't Bring Me Down.
That's it.
Don't Bring Me Down. And, of course, Pantera, the most dangerous band in the world right now.
From Texas.
Yeah, from good old, deep in the heart of Texas, Cowboys from Hell.
On the Power Hour.
Hi, and welcome back to the Pepsi Power Hour.
We are here. It's Much Music. I'm Dan Gallagher, and this is my special guest from Judas Priest, Mr. Rob Halford. Now, Rob, listen, you were just on this thing down in Reno, Nevada. It was a trial. It was very well publicized. Before I go any further and ask you specifically about the trial, when I talk to you, or if I've seen you on television, you're very eloquent. You know how to speak. For those people out there, what kind of education do you have?
Well,
I mean,
1 and 1 make 4, A, B, Z. No, I mean, I think, let me just say something about education. Everybody, I think, has got the ability. We're all born, in my belief, with, some of us have got more up there than others, but generally we've all got the same talent, and it's up to us to try and explore that and find out what we can do. Everybody's got the potential. So I just had a regular education in England, nothing special. I mean, I come from a great working class background, and I just sought out the 2 or 3 things in my life that I've always loved: music, the arts, and, you know, things like English language and literature, books. I consume books, and I just like to extend my vocabulary, but everybody can do it, you know. So when we went down to Reno, you know, they thought, oh, we got a couple of guys who go, oh, I'm stoned. And, of course, there's nothing like that with this band, and they were very surprised when they were dealing with what we consider to be 4 articulate Englishmen, and so we gave them as good as they tried to give us, and it was a very heavy thing, obviously, very tough, physically and emotionally, but as everybody knows now, within the first few days of the trial, the real truth came out about these 2 young guys, and that was their heavy involvement with drugs and booze and guns and beaten up by the family. Very, very sad. And metal music was the only thing that was holding them together, you know, Dan, and that's a real shame, because they could have been saved, you know, if somebody had taken a bit of care when they were, you know, getting into this stuff, then maybe they'd have still been with us. But everybody knows now, we went to Reno, we fought the battle, we came out on top, and now we can get back to playing good old
the
metal
Painkiller
music.
record. We can get back to doing the Painkiller tour and doing the record. And I got to ask you about metal music. Now, you guys have made no bones about it that you're a metal band.
Oh, yeah.
From the start. You're
always wanted to be.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you've survived through, like, what, you've been around since 73 as a band?
Yeah. Well, I joined the band in 71, so it's 20 years next year.
But you've gone through, like, the disco era, the punk,
and, absolutely.
And now, you know, with the rap situation, things like that, and now you guys are as strong as you ever were, or even stronger.
Yeah, I think it just shows you, Dan, that this kind of music is going to be around for as long as people, and you guys out there that don't like it, tough, you know, because it's going to be around for a long, long time. And we suffered in the early 70s, back in the UK and Europe, before we came over to this part of the world, and everybody was saying metal's a dinosaur, dead, boring, you know. But here it is, going into the last decade of this century, as stronger and as more powerful than ever, with Priest and all these other great new bands that are about. It's the best thing to be in right now.
Mention that video-wise, you've picked all the videos that are in the show.
Yes, thank you for letting me.
No problem. And you want to see Megadeth?
Yes, I do, because obviously most people already know, or if you don't know, Megadeth are one of the two bands that are going to be with Priest for the Canadian and the rest of the American tour, kicking off soon in Montreal on the 18th. And you know, Megadeth go along with the rest of a lot of the people that we're playing today, people that I get inspired and excited and invigorated with, so these guys really kick for me. I think they're tremendous. Welcome back to the Pepsi Power Hour.
We're sitting around, if you just joined us, we're in a rehearsal studio in Scarborough, Ontario, and Rob's taking a break from rehearsing for the upcoming Painkiller tour.
Yeah, all that noise next door is KK and Glenn. That sounds like KK now,
there you go.
Trying to make his things work.
earlier about this forum.
That's right, yeah.
What do they do?
It's just a get-together every year for people in the business, recording people, record company people, producers, agents, managers, new bands looking for contracts. A lot of people got signed up down there. And it's just a great meeting place for people to come together every 12 months, see where we've gone with our metal, where we're going to go next. It's not all metal, it's metal and rock. And it's just a real good time because you bump into people you haven't seen for years, you know. I was down there with Ozzy and Ronnie Dio, who I haven't seen for a long time. And it's just a great experience.
Politically, when people think of people who listen to a lot of metal music, they think they're like metal heads. They don't have brains. And do you think that metal is a forum for issues and things that are current?
I think it can be, Dan. I think it's just as useful in terms of what it can cover topically, making comments on anything from nuclear fallout to garbage in the streets, you know. I mean, that's the great thing about this kind of music. It can be used in that way to bring a message across or to give an opinion. So that's a misguided one-dimensional concept. A lot of people that don't know about metal they think it's all like Satan is love and all that. And it's ridiculous, you know, because it's a very, very wide and broad and fully spectrumized kind of music, both in the music itself and the words that we use.
I actually performed an exorcism on the show one day. So I exercised heavy metal out of someone. We got Love Hate coming up, and we got The Cult. Tell us why you chose these videos.
Love Hate because I'm really excited about this band. I bumped into them when they played at the Roxy in New York last Christmas. I was on my way back to Phoenix, Arizona for the holidays, and I checked the boys out, and they were absolutely lethal, and I think we can all expect big things to come from that band. Of course, they're going out with AC/DC on the tour, which will do them a power of good. And The Cult, of course, they're from the UK. I just love Ian's style, and he's a real showman.
You know, he's
and a
watching
character.
right now.
Is he?
He lives in Toronto now. He watches every Thursday.
Is that right?
Honest.
Hey Ian, how you doing, guy? we haven't met yet. I mean, you know,
really?
maybe he'll come to the show when we play at the Garden.
Ian phone me, I'll get you in.
Get you a pass. Yeah, I'd like to check each other out because.
He's got this beard now and stuff.
Oh really?
Weird, yeah.
That's great. So here we go. We've got Love Hate and Blackout in the Red Room and The Cult with Fire Woman.
Take
Welcome back to the Power Hour. Having a great time here in Scarborough. Rob, you've been headlining concerts for like a long time now as Judas Priest. And is it your job to pick who the headliner is and to decide who the headliner is?
Yes, well, I mean, like everything in Priest, we follow every single thing through. And again, that's important for any bands that are getting together or are together now, to make sure nobody gets to blame but yourself if you screw up. Make sure you do everything yourself, I tell you. Because it's a great feeling to be involved in everything other than the music, and especially when it comes to choosing bands that are going to work with us, we take that into major consideration also. So on this tour, as I said earlier, we've got Megadeth and we've got Testament, and I think it's going to be a wild show in the respect that you've got Priest right from where it all began, and all the kind of things that we've done, you know, different types of metal, we've stretched, we've done some crazy things, we've lived dangerously, the cutting edge of metal and all that stuff, and the more recent people like Megadeth and Testament. So imagine these three acts together on a stage in one night, you know, it's just going to be a wild metal meltdown, and it's going to be a crucial show to have this kind of lineup. We've never worked with anything like this before, so I'm really excited about it.
It's a hell of a bill. I mean, it's the Testament, Megadeth, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, what else could you throw at them?
What
I mean,
else?
that's a whole
there is nothing else, is there? I mean, what is there after this? There's nothing, is there?
There's nothing else. But you've got a different producer on this record. What was the rationale for you choosing this producer?
Well, I think the big inspiration, of course, was having our new drummer, Scott. David left us at the end of the Ram It Down tour. He was not in the best physical health, and he had some personal problems too, and he was kind enough to come to us and say, look, I've had enough. And the thing about Priest is that you have to have 100%, 200% dedication and commitment, and David felt he wasn't really doing that. So we said our goodbyes, we're good friends. So we then went on this metal search for Scott, which we took like at least 12 months to find. But now we've got Scott Travis with us, and having Scott with us and all this energy and all this new stuff that we haven't felt for a long time, we felt it was also time to maybe bring in a different producer. Chris Tangarides worked on the Sad Wings of Destiny album, the second album that Priest ever made. He's also worked with Thin Lizzy, Gary Moore, Tigers of Pantang, a whole bunch of different people. And so we worked a deal out with Chris, and he produced Painkiller, and it was great to have somebody else at the helm, you know. Nothing disrespectful for Tom. Tom's been with us for many, many years, but now and again it's good to get new blood in, some new ears, some new brain cells, some new fingers on the knobs, and all this kind of stuff. It makes it happen.
Okay, let's get to the videos. We got Living Colour.
Living Colour, this band is wild, man. I mean, I think they're incredible. I think they're really, really cool. So we've got Living Colour with a new one, Type, and Testament with Practice What You Preach.
Do it. a good time here on the Power Hour. And Rob, I want to ask you one serious question.
Yeah, sure.
What's the deal with this Persian Gulf crisis?
Oh dear, Saddam, you're making a big mistake, buddy. Oh dear, have you created something? You've lost it, man. I tell you, it's out of control.
Yeah.
It's going to be bye-bye time soon. There's a big poker down there waiting for you to throw the coals in. You're going to be doing that for eternity, dude. You deserve it. But I mean, I've got to say one thing about this Persian Gulf thing. I will say that, of course, I know you and everybody in Canada and everybody in the rest of the world that knows people that are out there in the armed forces. We believe in what you're doing. We think it's a wonderful thing you're doing for each and every one of us, because it does affect each and every one of us. And the irony about all this metal business, about it being bad and evil and destructive, that the would-be moral majority would say, is the fact that out there, thousands and thousands of metal Marines and Air Force boys and Navy boys, and women, of course, as well, are jamming out to metal music every day on their Walkmans and the guitar blasters in the desert. They're getting down to some heavy metal in that heat, you know. And I think that's kind of very important to think about. So again, for you guys that, you know, still ain't got this metal trip together, you just think about it, you know, it's being a wonderful thing that's being done out there in the Middle East, and heavy metal is helping holding all of it together.
Can we use a painkiller on Saddam Hussein?
Ooh, that's a great idea. Let's sit him in front of a TV screen and play painkiller to him about, you know, the ultimate metal brainwashing technique.
Tell us about that video. Where was it done?
We did it about half a mile underground in a power station on Manhattan Beach in Los Angeles. The two guys that worked with us, Kurt Marvis and Wayne Isham, who've done a lot of the recent Priest videos. They do a lot of things for Motley Crue and a whole bunch of other people. They found the location for us. It was a fantastic place to work, you know. It's the same place where they shot a lot of the footage for the Aliens movie.
Oh, right, okay.
And Star Wars and all this kind of stuff. So they've done a fantastic job, and there's like 650 edits, nothing subliminal, and it's just a wild piece of work, and I'm really thrilled with the way it turned out.
Well, thanks for coasting the Power.
Thank you.
We're going to leave it with Painkiller. We're starting the tour here in Canada.
Absolutely. The 18th in Montreal, 22nd in the Gardens. I know MuchMusic's going to keep everybody informed on the rest of the
as
tour
we're
dates.
speaking right now below.
Oh, right.
It's probably crawling.
Is it? There it goes.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yes.
And we're going to leave it with Painkiller, and that's it. See you next week.
See you, Canada. See you on the road, dudes. Heavy metal.
24 hours a day in stereo. This is the nation's music station, MuchMusic.